Hey, boys and girls, before we look at our weekly story, I want to go over some of our special words. We have our high frequency words that we have every week, that are words that pop up a lot when we are reading, and a lot of the time they are tricky words because they don't follow rules. So, high frequency words are words kind of that we want to learn so that we don't get confused or tricked when we come across them when reading. And then, of course, our amazing words are our vocabulary that go with our story. So let's first look at our high frequency words. Move this a little. All right, so our first high frequency word this week is the word against. And if you take off the S and the T, you have the word again. And the reason why this is a tricky one is because AI, we learned, says long A. So again, that's not right. Here, we hear again, We have AI saying the sound, so that's what's confusing. That's what makes it a trick word. But this word is against, right? And if you are against something, that means you're not for it. You're not for it, you're against it, right? Next, we have the word kinds. Kinds. And for that is a group of things that are alike. Like look at all the different kinds of ice cream flavors, right? So that's all, they're all alike because they're all ice cream flavors, and there's just many different parts of them, or many different options. Next, we have the word goes. When something goes, it means that you move from one place to another. To move from one place to another. Then we have the word today. We know that one. And that means on this day. Today. This day. Right now. Today. Okay. And our last high frequency is the word heavy, which means that having a lot of weight. If something is heavy, it weighs a lot. Right? It's hard to pick up. So having a lot of weight. So those are our high frequency words. And you can practice those in your book. On page 135, you can practice reading those. And then of course, we have our amazing words. These are our vocabulary that go along with our story. And there's some interesting ones this week. The first one is the word gadget. Gadget. A gadget is a small tool used for a certain purpose. A little gadget. Okay. Next, we have the word convenient. I'm sure you've heard that before. If something is convenient, it means that it's easy to use and it saves you time or work. It's nice and convenient, right? Stores that are called convenience stores are usually open late and close to home and carry all the things that you might need at home, like milk and bread. So those are convenient, nice and easy. It saves us time, saves you work from having to go all the way to the grocery store, right? So convenient means easy to use, saves you time or work. Pilot. A pilot is a person who flies a plane. That one I'm sure most of you knew. And then there's the word cellar. Cellar is another word for basement. So it's a room or rooms built underground. So cellar is the same as basement. It's just a different way of saying it. Next we have the word equipment. Equipment are the pieces and parts that are needed to do something special. So if you were playing sports, you would have special equipment that you need for whatever sport it is that you are playing. Okay? Or if you're building something, you'd have all your materials, and that would be your equipment that you need. Next, we have the word engine. And an engine is a machine used to run another machine. So we all know that our cars have engines, right? And if some of you have like those little mini cars, like I know my daughter has a pink Jeep, and in that it has a little engine. And an engine is a machine as well. And a machine, that machine runs the other machine, which is the whole car. So an engine is a machine used to run another machine. We have the word steer. Steer. When you steer something, you cause transportation to move in a certain direction. So usually we use a steering wheel, right? If you want to go a certain way, you turn the wheel that way. So steer, to cause transportation to go in a certain direction. And then last we have the word furnace. A furnace is used to warm buildings. Okay? So that heats up the building, a furnace. So there they are, our amazing words that go along with this week's story, which is a really fun one. I'm so bummed out that we can't be together in class to do this one because there was a lot of fun exploring and experimenting we could do with this next story. But I don't want to give it away, so you'll have to wait on that one. But here are your words.